Howdy howdy, this is Cryptic Grinding back again with an arena cutoff video for Marvel Contest of Champions. Today I cover round 1 results for the Proxima Midnight and the Champion arenas, then jump into some round 2 predictions. So first the results. So in the first round we saw Proxima's 5-star feature come in kind of as expected for kind of, I won't call it high-end old champs in the feature arena, just kind of like, remember there's two types, basically around 20 million or 30 million, and she was right around that 30 million side. We saw that like more recently for like Captain America Infinity War. Star-Lord also is kind of in this range. So 33 now, a little bit above that 30 million kind of threshold, but not significantly amount, within that 10% range for sure. Within the 4-star feature, you saw her come in at 5.7, which again is kind of what we see the breakout for the old 4-star feature champs is either right around 5 million or right around 5.5 million. And again, Proxima was on that higher end, plus a couple digits higher, if you will. So instead of 5.5, 5.7 million. And then lastly, for the champion, came in kind of as that low medium interest champ, not low, but medium interest champ, kind of on the lower side of their range, which is closer to 2 million, so at 2.3 million. So all in all, kind of as expected, maybe a tick higher than the kind of the average trends. So when you compare these actual results to my cutoffs, no big surprise here. I'm in that general vicinity, just a little bit lower, but within that 10% threshold. So for the most part, these are definite decent predictions, just a little bit lower than the actual cutoffs, but within that 10% range. And again, as I always say with my channel, I'm not trying, with my arena cutoffs, I'm not trying to get within the exact number, trying to get within a 10%, 10 to 5% range, and in this case, right around that ballpark. So pretty decent predictions. This is not an exact science. Try to get close. Hence why I always give the arena grind targets, because as I said, it's almost not impossible, but it's pretty difficult to get exactly on cutoff, so I just try to get us within a 10% range. Hence I give the grind targets, which for most of these I think you'd be in good shape. A little bit under, actually, even with the grind target on the 5-star feature, but for the most part within that target. So, considering round one results, let's take a look at some of the trends for these arenas to kind of figure out what's going to happen with round 2. So with the 5-star feature, what we typically see when it's in that 20 million range is just a pretty, not significant bump, but a decent bump up like we saw with Hela. But with Captain America, again, he was at 35, but still a very great champ in the game, so he went up a little bit. Now Spider-Man, he was at 23, so closer to that 20 million kind of range, but he decreased, the classic Spider-Man. Even though he's decent Alliance War, he's been in the game as a defender. He's been in the game for a while, so a lot of people weren't interested in him. But then we come back to Star-Lord, still a champ that's been in the game for quite a while, but he's, you have him duped. He's a pretty great champ still, so that's why he was close to the 30 million and actually saw the bump. So it seems like the trend is when you're 30 million and a decent champ still like Captain America and Captain America Infinity War and Star-Lord, you see that second round jump, which I think Proxima kind of fits within that zone. She's still a relatively new champ in the game, even though she's an old feature champ, meaning she's been in the feature arena for a while, but she still has some decent use, the synergy with Corvus, but even herself, definitely a champ that can do a ton of damage. But anyway, kind of like all not all, but many of the cosmic champs, just a overpowered cosmic champ, like I think we're going to see more with the Children of Thanos coming here soon. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. Jumping to the 4-star feature arena, you can see for the most part the second round is higher, except in the case of Captain America. But I think that's the reason for that one is he had such a high first round cutoff at 6 million that just for 4-star champs in the game today, we kind of expected that number to decrease a little bit. But in the case of anybody that was around 5 million or 5.5 million, you'd see an increase between round 1 and round 2. So kind of Proxima falls in that. Should see a slight bump, but not a significant one. And now with the 4-star basic, interestingly enough, when you're over 2 million, there's typically a decrease. Emma went from 2.6 to 2 million in the second round. Symbiote Supreme went from 2.6 to 1.7 million. Carnage went from 2.5 to 1.7. Only Venom the Duck here recently saw an increase from round 1 to round 2, but that's because his round 1 cutoff was extremely low for a first-time 4-star basic champ, went from 1.8 to 1.9. So here the champion, he was already in that 2 million range, 2.3, so I think we'll see a slight decrease, but still above 2 million in the second round. And last, when it comes to 3-star feature, the second round is always lower than the first round for champs that's been in the game for a while, like an old champ like Proxima. So anyway, now looking at these trends here, my thoughts for the round 2 predictions for the Proxima Midnight and the Champion Arena. So these predictions are for the Veterans bracket, meaning your account's been open for over 61 days. Like I said earlier, I think we're going to see Proxima go up slightly in the 5-star feature to 34 million. Same thing with the 4-star basic, I think, or sorry, actually with 4-star basic, I think, or not basic, 4-star feature Proxima Arena, I think we're going to see it go down a little bit to 5.6, but pretty much on par with what we saw. The Champion, again, we saw that decrease between round 1 and round 2 for champs like him, so I think, we'll stick with the trends since it's happened many times here recently, so I think we'll go to 2 million. And maybe 2.1 million will be the cutoff, 2 to 2.1 million. And then lastly, for Proxima 3-star feature, I think we'll see that decrease down to 670,000. Or actually, sorry, I take that back. The second round for the 3-star feature is always a little bit higher, but they're pretty much just right around that last milestone, which is 640,000. Shouldn't see anything different here coming in. So again, right around 670,000. Now, as I described a few minutes ago with these predictions, I always like to give a grind target because I'm trying to get within 5 to 10% either above or below the actual target. This time I was actually a little bit below. So if you only played to my predictions, which I try to get within 10%, you're going to miss out on these chances. Make sure to give yourself, if you really make sure you don't want to miss out, go to that grind target. 37 million. You won't miss out on the 5-star feature Proxima. 6 million, make sure to get her as a 4-star feature. 2.4, 2.5 million for the Champion to make sure you get them. And 700,000 will make sure you get that 3-star feature Proxima. And again, these grind targets as well as the predictions are for the Veterans bracket. When it comes to the newer brackets, which there's plenty of new players, I'm sure, playing this game, given the excitement around Endgame and people installing it for the first time. So for you beginners, meaning your account's been open for 1 to 30 days, 3-star feature Proxima, you should be able to get it for 240,000. 4-star basic for 500,000, and 4-star feature at 850,000. So that would be that 4-star feature Proxima. Now, if you've been in the game for 31 to 60 days, you'll be able that you're in the intermediate bracket. And 3-star feature, you should be getting around 525,000. 4-star basic, 950,000. And for the 4-star feature Proxima, that would be 950,000. So anyway, these are my thoughts for the second round of Proxima Midnight and the Champion Arenas. If you have any questions about this, throw it on down in the comment section. We can definitely discuss it there. If you have a difference of opinion, I'd love to hear it too. Throw it on down and we can discuss it. And other than that, hopefully you like this Arena Cutoff video. If so, I'd really appreciate it if you click that thumbs up button. If you like this and other videos I have on the channel, we'd really appreciate you to subscribe. Thanks a lot for stopping by and have a great day.